You're standing in the middle of a grooming decision and wondering if you're about to throw away money on a bathtub that sounds perfect on paper, but ends up being a nightmare in the garage. I get that. The last thing you want is a pricey piece of equipment that takes forever to set up, leaks every time you turn the faucet, or just doesn't fit the size of your big boy Labrador. That hesitation is real, especially when you're looking at a commercial-grade grooming tub that promises everything and nothing seems concrete until you see it in action. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. The Flying Pig 61.5-inch stainless steel dog grooming bathtub tries to be the all-in-one solution for anyone who regularly washes large breeds. At first glance, you notice the sheer size, a little over 5 feet long, which is enough to lie a full-size Great Dane flat without the poor pup having to curl up like a pretzel. The front entry is only 9.5 inches off the ground, which means even a senior dog with stiff joints can step in without a dramatic lift. That low threshold is one of the first things I thought about when I imagined a rescue dog that hates stairs. It's also a practical detail for a groomer who has to load and unload dogs quickly between appointments. What really sets this tub apart from the average home-use plastic basin is the construction. It's built from thick, commercial-grade stainless steel that looks and feels like the kind of metal you'd see in a veterinary clinic or a hydrographic salon. In real-world terms, that means you can run hot water, use shampoos with strong chemicals, and scrub without worrying about pitting or rust after a few months. I've spoken with a couple of professional groomers who told me they've had cheaper tubs start corroding after a single season of using peroxide-based cleaners. With this unit, the metal stays glossy and the seams stay tight, which translates to fewer repairs and a longer usable life. The included faucet kit is another practical piece of the puzzle. It's a professional-grade faucet with a flexible hose that reaches the back of the tub, so you can keep the nozzle pointed where you need it without constantly readjusting. The overhead grooming arm, which slides along a sturdy rail, holds the hose and can be positioned exactly where you want it, whether you're rinsing a bulldog's face or giving a golden retriever a full-body soak. For anyone who's ever struggled with a handheld sprayer that gets in the way of the brush, this arm is a genuine time-saver. I saw a small video of a groomer using the arm to keep the water stream steady while she trimmed a Newfoundland's ears. The result was a smoother workflow and less splatter on the floor. The right side drain port is positioned for easy hookup to a standard garden hose or a portable vacuum pump. In a commercial setting, that means you can connect directly to the shop's drainage system, keeping the floor dry and the cleaning routine short. At home, you can run a hose into a bucket or use a small pump to pull the water out. The only thing to watch out for is that the drain connection isn't a quick-click type. You'll need a proper fitting, which might add a few minutes to the initial setup. If you're comfortable with a basic plumbing connection, it's a minor inconvenience. If you're not, you might need an extra hand or a plumber's help. So who should actually buy this thing? If you're a professional groomer with a steady stream of large breed clients, the size, durability, and built-in grooming arm make it a solid investment. The time you save on loading, rinsing, and cleaning can quickly offset the upfront cost. Homeowners who have 1 or 2 big dogs and already use a portable dryer and a separate grooming table will also find value, especially if they've been wrestling with a small plastic tub that never quite fits the dog's shoulders. The commercial-grade steel will hold up to the daily wear and tear of a backyard that sees mud, fur, and occasional splashes of shampoo. On the flip side, if you primarily groom small breeds, toy dogs, or you're limited to a cramped apartment bathroom, this tub is probably overkill. Its footprint over 5 feet long and a foot wide needs a dedicated space, ideally a garage or a spare room. The weight of the steel means you won't be moving it around often. It's meant to be a semi-permanent fixture. For a hobbyist who only washes a terrier once a month, a smaller, lightweight tub would be more practical and less costly. Also, if you don't have any basic plumbing experience, the drain hookup could be a stumbling block you'd rather avoid. Now, let's talk about the hidden trade-offs that often get glossed over in product photos. The large opening is great for easy entry, but it also means you have to be mindful of water spilling onto the floor. The included faucet has a decent flow rate,